Hello and welcome to my podcast, Conversations with Cornelius, where I, Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan, discuss, chat and hypothesize on all things from fatherhood, marriage, comedy and everything else in between. From time to time, there will be special guests, but mostly it's going to be me and some regular contributors, including my main squeeze, Noelle Patricia O'Sullivan, aka the wife. So sit back, relax and enjoy Conversations with Cornelius.
Action. Good evening and welcome to Conversations with Cornelius. I am your host, Cornelius. Oh wait, I'm not Cornelius.
No, you're not.
In case ye have not guessed it yet.
If you are.
I am your host and my name is Noelle O'Sullivan. This evening I am guest presenting the whole guest hosting.
Guest hosting. You're the guest host.
I'm the guest host.
And I've had a few guest hosts. I've never had one as attractive as you.
Very good.
Yeah.
Like that intro.
Yeah.
This evening I'm joined by Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan, who we are very lucky to have.
So lucky to have.
I mean, very lucky to have alive.
Complete, like, I am as lucky to be as good as I am, to be honest. I got a bad knockout. Do you know what I got now, right?
Tell us all.
I'm fairly certain, right? I'm fairly certain I got a bad point on Sunday.
No way. No, Con. There's no way a bad point would keep you. This is on Sunday you're saying you potentially got the bad point. Today is Tuesday.
Yeah, but it metamorphosized into a kind of a cold slash like a re-emerge.
Well, there's a bug around.
People are sick, lads. People are sick all over the place.
All over the shop.
I've got a
Even tonight, Harvey at Centre Stage, and the amount of pings into the message group this evening, people not going because the kids are sick. And like Centre Stage, you'd send them if they were like nearly on death's door.
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe it wasn't a bad point. I feel like it was a bad point. But whatever happened to me anyway, I couldn't get out of the bed all day yesterday. I haven't been in the bed all day since I was depressed about fucking 16 years ago. Couldn't get out. And then about 3 o'clock you said, will you chance a bit of tea and toast? And you brought it up to me. And in fairness now, I want the players of the podcast to hear it loud and clear. My wife is waiting on me hand and foot. She is an amazing person.
She's about to lose her life.
No, and not only that, I feel bad as well because we've got two little fucking lachicos that, you know, they're so lucky that they're not brought up in 1970s Ireland or 1980s Ireland because their arses would be reddened. But
Hunter told me this evening, you get frustrated with me sometimes, Mom.
Yeah.
You get not in American.
That's because you never end, Hunter.
You get frustrated with me sometimes, Mom. It's like I do get frustrated. I do.
Got a lot of feedback from last week's episode. A lot of people saying that they enjoyed the witty banter of the brand Greeks. They thought it was quite hilarious. A couple of messages going, what a funny play with words with the brand Greeks. And for those of you who do not know, the brand geeks were beautiful enough people to supply us with a 2024 calendar as I drop the fucking
podcast recording equipment, Zoom box.
And they're absolutely fantastic. You can order them online and go onto their website, which is www.brandgeeks.ie.
Or Print Geeks as well is where all their printing stuff is.
Yeah.
So they do websites and everything. It's and all your merchandise 2024.
If you're in the trade. I'm just looking at the April one here now. Did you know that, Noelle, that the 1st of April this year is not only April Fool's Day, but it's also Easter Monday? Are they calling Jesus a fool? Is that what they're saying? There's how many full moons in April?
I like that in the calendar, actually. Do you see that it does a half moon? It's like the Jaffa cakes.
The half moon, first quarter, full moon, new moon. How many full moons?
I tell you now, I know not what's going to happen now, actually. I don't know if I like this being on the calendar.
Why?
Oh, Jesus
Periods?
Christ, we'll come to the full... No, not period.
Why?
Periods. We'll come to the full moon now and you'll be like, oh Jesus babe, I can't sleep, it's a full moon. Oh Jesus, I'm wired, I can't do anything,
Well,
it's a full moon.
You've seen me with full moons. I turn into a werewolf. Come here, you're supposed to be co-hosting this, and I think I'm doing a lot of the talking, and I'm on death's door here.
We're lucky to have him, lads.
Lucky to have me.
If I could have a cheering, if I was bothered to actually put like a cheering, edit in a cheering noise in the background, I would, but I'm not.
I want to say thank you to the patrons as well for the new equipment, because someone got onto us there a couple of weeks ago on the Patreon and brought it to our attention that the sound quality wasn't up to its usual high standard, and then last week the sound quality was also not up to its usual high standard, and that got our asses in gear, and we made a withdrawal from the Patreon account, and we've gone and we've bought some lovely new microphones, and we have lovely new microphone cases and stands, and
we're very professional.
I feel we're set up now. I feel
slightly. We'll see what the sound is like after, and as it turns out, it may just have been a problem with my lead.
I think it might have been a problem, but we did need the equipment anyway.
We did
need the equipment anyway, so it's happy thank you more please. Thank you universe. Hunter's mad into the universe now as well with the Unibus. But so I'm ill, and I am hoping to be better for Thursday, because I'm back.
Where are you on Thursday?
Back up to Greystones on Thursday.
Friday?
Spirit Store in Dundalk.
And Saturday?
Charleville. How are you doing, Charleville? So all over the place really. Wicklow, Dundalk is Louth, isn't it? Dundalk's County Louth, yeah. Wicklow, Louth and Cork. So
we have a 7-year-old in the house, peeps.
Yeah. We
had Harvey John's birthday on Friday. Of course, he got Lego and then some more Lego and some more Lego, because he's obsessed.
He's got a horn for the Lego, like.
That's disgusting, referring to our child like that.
He loves Lego.
Loves Lego. That's a lot nicer way of saying it.
Sorry, okay. I take it back. He doesn't have the horn for Lego.
But it was very funny. We went out for something to eat after school. I collected him from school and we went for something to eat. And he was calling it that we were gone fancy for dinner. And between the jigs and the reels anyway, you had to go to a gig, right, afterwards. Yeah. And Connie had told him that it would be that he could go to the toy shop. But then, between us finishing food and he had stuff that he could have returned, he could have had more money if we'd have gone home and come back in the morning. And I was like, said that to him, and he said, okay. But so I switched lanes in traffic. And did I tell you this? And he... so by switching lanes in traffic, I wasn't going to the toy shop, we were going straight home. And by Christ, there was devastation.
Yeah.
And it's actually going to go down in a memory in his head that I ate too slow and we couldn't get to the toy shop.
Well, we'll just have to fucking erase that memory from his head, because you weren't eating slow. He was just... When he knew that he could go to the shop, he immediately was like, oh, I'm not hungry anymore. So you weren't eating slow. And fancy restaurant, we went to the Arches.
I know, it wasn't. But it wasn't McDonald's. That's what his level of. And but they did a candle in his dessert.
Actually, they were lovely in there now.
Yeah,
and
really nice.
The food was very nice and very tasty and like...
Nice food, grub, nice grub.
And as a vegetarian, I would definitely go back there because they have options. All you want is fucking options.
Well, you didn't really have much options from Maine, did you?
Brie. For Maine, I don't mind really.
You had soup and a sandwich, like, did you?
Soup and brie.
You didn't even have a sandwich.
Yeah, I don't think I had a sandwich, no. I had a sandwich loads there.
Sorry, could you repeat that without the massive yawn into the microphone?
I just wanted the listeners to know how much I love you by being on this podcast tonight. Not that I was contractually obliged to do it either, because we have a little promotion thing with the Brand Geeks, and that if I didn't do it, we might have to give back the money. It's got nothing to do with that.
Technically, that's an ad.
Technically, #ad, exactly. But so we have a 7-year-old in the house, and on Friday this week we'll have a new 40-year-old. So you're going from the 30s, you're gone from your 30s, and you're sashaying, you're sliding, you're zip lining into your 40s. Noel Patricia O'Sullivan, Ní Murdacu, how are you feeling about all that?
how am I feeling about all that? I'm feeling great. I think I've said this on here before. I'm feeling
Yeah.
great about turning 40. I'm not really great at the moment myself. I said that last week that I need to drink more water. Ask me, Connie, did I drink more water? No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. And you're
Did I
drinking
drink-
wine now.
Did I drink more coffee? Yes, I did.
Well,
Why did I drink more coffee?
Yes, this is a good question. So you understand that you're dehydrated. I'm also dehydrated at the moment, and I also need to drink more water. And the road to hell is paved with good intentions. However, the reason you are drinking more coffee this week than you have all week is because your brothers and your sister got together and they pitched all the money together and they came up with enough money to buy you a
new coffee machine.
And we're not talking like
bah.
we're not talking like a 200 or a 300 euro yoke here.
I got myself a Sage.
The guts, $700 or $800 worth of a coffee machine on a sale, reduced probably from about 10 grand. But it is
That's
class.
What you can pretend.
It is class. It's
no,
barista
it's
style.
lovely.
Like.
It's a barista coffee machine. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's class.
you can do the foamy milk and everything. And
well,
what
you
can it
do
do?
that anyway. But what the idea is that because it grinds the coffee beans in there and then, like I'd say you could definitely really get into becoming like the taste of the coffee. Like, do you know?
We should get
like,
into it.
But I'm just getting to know it at the moment. Me and my machine are getting to know each other.
You're just banding at the moment. You and machine A. I've had a couple of espressos from it.
Yeah.
Irish people pronounce espresso. Will you have an espresso? No, I might have an espresso though. No, all I have is espressos. I think it's funny the way we pronounce espressos. But I've had one or two espressos, and
No, it's a great machine.
It's pretty cool.
I definitely, especially in our current
batten down the hatches, watching
economical zone. It's a nice way of putting it. Actually, economical zone.
Especially in our new economical circumstances.
Why are
our
we
new
keep,
economic
let's stop
circumstances.
talking American because that's going to be sound really annoying, I would think.
You think people are going to be upset if they hear me talking like this all the time? How dare you even suggest that I shouldn't talk like this? It's my right.
I hope my mic is okay now.
I think I'm looking at the levels here and I'm very pleased with my own level, and already I feel more confident with this new lead. I'm a lot more confident than I was, but
I just like I'm getting to hold my wine glass and
yeah, you're not even holding the mic there now. Like this is oh my god, this is Joe Rogan-esque. Like,
yeah. Now, nobody needs to see that the clamp of it is attached to a huge atlas, and it's the biggest use we've had for this atlas since we moved into this house.
That's actually
this
that's not even our atlas.
Came with the house. The
No,
most
it
random of
didn't.
stuff. Did it not?
No, that atlas belongs to Conspiracy Chan.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
Yeah, we must give it back. I only have it about 12 years.
John, if you listen to this podcast, we'll know if he listens.
Yeah,
now.
no, I say he doesn't.
No.
I say he doesn't.
Yeah. So actually, yeah. So my sister came up and dropped my mom up. That's how I got my machine last week. So I had some wine then, poisoned. As I
But come
sit
here.
here drinking a glass of wine now,
But it's so true, right? It's a fucking gateway. What all it takes is one or two drinks. I have been off the drink for so long. I was off the drink all September, all October, and 3/4 of November, and it was when I was in Derry.
the odd tipple. You've had the odd tipple, have you?
No, I had nothing
Really?
in September, October, and all of
I feel
November
like you're
until.
forgetting about sometime.
I beg your pardon?
I feel like you're forgetting. Like
I'm not
one.
because I was juicing and I was fucking, and then I went to Derry, and I was a bit sick when I was in Derry, but I had 1 or 2 pints. But I haven't got langers any of the nights. But what's
No.
after happening is I'm back onto the fucking taste of more. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
beer, I don't know what it is, but pubs.
You like the pub.
I fucking love pubs. I love the Irish pub more than an Irish mammy loves her firstborn son, with the exception of my own mammy. Like they are just, there's something about walking in through a pub around 2 o'clock in an afternoon. You walk in the door kind of swings behind you. There's a warm fireplace. There's 2 or 3 old lads up at the bar, and they're fucking slurping Guinness and they're fucking sniffing whiskey. And there's some soccer match on the television, some fucking far away field.
And you like, is there any part of it, is it the familiarity, or is it just like, would you feel the same if you walked into like a random rural pub? Or is it a pub that...
Yeah, I get the question. It's really difficult to walk into a rural pub solo. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's really difficult for me, we'll say, to go over to Ballyhooly, where I've never gone for a pint in my life, I'd say, and to waltz in the door there. But it's the opposite of that, then it's very easy to do it in a city.
Yeah. No, but my point is that so you've got the awkwardness when you go in.
There's no awkwardness in the city, though.
No, of course there's not. But we're back to the rural pubs, like.
Well, when I first started going for pints over in Killavullen, it was fucking awkward.
Oh, I know, yeah, but like, so once you've settled in, forget.
Yeah.
Say you're in a Ballyhooly. Now you're after going to Ballyhooly. Somehow for a pint. Once you.
Well, my first girlfriend was.
Maybe you've gone over to find her.
Tina, if you're listening.
Tina, I've heard about her.
Well, I lost my virginity to Tina.
Huh?
I lost my virginity to Tina.
No wonder I've heard about her.
Yeah.
Tina,
if you're listening, Tina, would you give it back to me?
Does everybody know that Connie went to Comans?
St. Combs College for Moy. 1990 to 1995.
How do you know if somebody went to Comans? They'll fucking tell you.
Well,
it's a bit like the UCCS or the ULers.
Why would you, are UL happy about being from UL, is it?
Yeah. The ULers are like people who go to Comans. They'll tell you before they've introduced themselves, their full name.
I go to UL.
I hope my mic is working well, because I'm seriously enjoying it.
I can see it working fine here, Noel.
But you weren't able to see when it was working shit the last 2 weeks, were you?
Well, I put you this way: the volume is fine. The volume was fine as well last week, but the line was bad. So do you know what I mean?
Line was bad.
Yeah. So the volume is
like
working fine.
Telecom Aaron vibe.
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly. But
I'm enjoying this chat.
Are you?
It's good to see you coming around a small bit.
Yeah.
Once again, we were lucky to have him.
Very lucky to have him. I got sick and everything yesterday. Fucking on my haunches. Stayed in bed all day, sweated up through the night. I was listening to I slept a lot of the day yesterday, and I was like, "Fuck, my body really needs this sleep."
Probably did,
because I was sleeping for loads, and then you made the point, and I thought you were right as well. You were like, "Oh fuck, you probably be awake half the night." So I kind of got up at around 7 to come down to hang out with you for a bit. But
no, it wasn't 7. It was about 7:30.
Was
it was after the children went to bed.
Yeah, which was a good time for me to come down. And because there was no kids around, and but I went back up shortly afterwards. But what my thing that I'm trying to get to is to go to sleep. I was listening to sleep hypnosis.
Oh yeah,
on YouTube. Deep sleep hypnosis.
They're brilliant.
They're really good.
Brilliant. That's what I used to use on my Cam app.
Yeah,
the Cam app is really good. I pay for the Cam app now.
Do you? How much is the Cam app?
I don't know. I got the year's subscription. I used to get it at work, but...
Is that the one with your man from 2FM on it?
What?
Dermot and Dave. Dermot Whelan. He's got his own... he's left. Do you know he's gone from 2FM now? Dermot.
No.
Do you remember... Did you ever hear of Dermot and Dave on 2FM?
Yeah.
So Dermot Whelan was originally a comedian, right? I only heard about this recently. Chris Kent was telling me. Now, look at that.
How far did you get into it?
18 minutes before
18 minutes before you mentioned his name. Oh,
CK.
Jesus. Oh, my
BFFs.
CK.
Clark Kent. Clark Kent's cousin. You know who Clark Kent was?
I do, darling.
Superman.
I do.
So, anyway. Oh, by the way, lads, go on to the Brand Geeks there and get their fucking calendars.
Subtle. Yeah.
Buy their calendars, no, because they are class.
He's as smooth as that in the bed now, lads, to be honest.
Hey, mate.
He's as smooth as promotional work here. If you're looking to get any promotional work done, look further than Cornelius Patrick.
No further than Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan and his bedroom. What was I saying before that?
Oh, Dermot and Dave.
Oh, yeah. So Dermot Whelan, comedian, improviser, fantastic comedian. has left his highly successful radio station with over a year now as well, by the way, and he's gone into kind of like inspirational talks and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that. This is the Calm app. Is like an app on.
But he has an app.
Oh really?
Because Chris was telling me, I listened to Dermot Whelan, and I was like, how could you listen to another comedian telling you, count back to 5 now? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
imagine if it was
Well,
Des Bishop. Yo,
yeah, it has
shut the
loads of
fuck
people
up, shut your mind off.
and it has loads of famous people on it, but these are like Pink does storytelling on it.
What's that BBC TV show that we used to watch with the kids when they were younger, and they used to always have the Hollywood A-listers telling the story?
Oh, CBBS, bedtime story. Yeah. Same idea.
Same concept.
Except for children. The kids use it now every night when they're with me. You'd swear they weren't.
Sorry, I'm just asking Google, what does Dermot Whelan do?
When they're with me, you'd swear we were like shared custody or something. They're not. They're always fucking with me now. Go on, give another cough into the mic there, Con.
Come on, you need to be original when I'm coughing now, okay? Not pointing out the obvious.
Oh, sorry. I'll do a jig.
Mm. Well, that's not really original for podcasting, because they can't see
Well, it might
it.
be original. That might be. I bet you there isn't many podcasts that has somebody doing a jig
But
on it.
here we are now with Dermot Whelan, right,
Go
for
on.
everybody who's listening. As well as being a comedian,
Yeah.
author and broadcaster, I'm also a certified Master of Wisdom and meditation teacher. He's a certified Master of Wisdom. Jesus.
Oh,
Master of Wisdom.
what's the name of the app?
So Dermot Whelan Meditation SoundCloud.
So, is that it?
Yeah, that doesn't sound very impressive, does it?
SoundCloud, his app. That's a good name for it, but is that the app or is that where it's hosted?
Why did Dermot and Dave break up? That's what we'll get to here now. I actually made this extremely difficult decision because I have other areas in my life that I'm really passionate about, and I want to spend some time really devoting my time to them. Well, they fucking tell us what they are, man. Like, do you know what I mean?
Bit of promo.
I'm sure he does an app now for sleeping.
Speaking of promo,
Yeah.
I'm working on we haven't discussed this actually because you've been so laid up in the labba.
Because
I've been working on your press release.
Tell me everything about my press release and how you've been working on it.
Well, I had to Google what is a press release. That was a good start.
Well, we have the press release already on the back of the flyers, you know that?
Well, I was told that YouTube told me, you shouldn't use what you've used to,
Well, it does give it a little bit more oomph if you see a flyer and then you see a press release and it's different.
Yeah, because you're meant to be writing you're meant to be doing the job of a journalist, I think, with your PR, with your promo that you send them. So I've even been Googling how, are we going to email it, or how do you send it? You send it as an attachment, but you actually send it in the body of the email. So that's in my new line of work now, is discussing PR and press releases.
I was telling... sorry, go on, yeah.
So tomorrow we actually need to look at who and where we're sending it to. I need to see if you any email contacts to
yeah,
press,
we'll sit down
send it to.
We'll
And we need to format it. But I know what I'm doing now.
Yeah, well, that's half the battle.
I know, we need to have in it and we need to get it out there.
The tickets are flying for the show. It's actually very interesting to watch the way the whole thing is going. I see massive direct correlation every time I do. If I do a video now or something like that, a specific video, I'll actually see tickets go.
Not that we're watching it on a daily basis, twice or 3 times a day.
Yeah, and there's 23 tickets left downstairs now.
Guessing, roughly.
They're thereabouts. Do you know what I mean? And that's fucking. To be honest, now I don't care, because there's about 30 or 40 tickets gone upstairs, and all I wanted was to sell down the downstairs, which is done now.
Yeah. It's brilliant. It's amazing.
So it's amazing. It's like we're just in bonus territory now. But it's interesting to see how to do all this this PR work, and because this is going to be something that is going to be enduring. I'm going to have another show next year, and
It's only the start of it, like,
It
really,
is, like,
isn't it?
and
About
what's-
learning it.
And isn't it gas the way it's gone though? Like, I mean, it's gone from running clubs now, which I still will always run Coco as well, by the way. Like, you know, and Coco will be the gym to write the new show during the summer. But like, they're two totally.
That's a great way to look at it, actually, as the gym.
Yeah.
To work you out for the training sessions for the.
For the tour that you take.
Did Bernard say that? Did I see him saying that actually recently? And he's running. He's on the circuit at the moment, isn't it, for his show?
Bernard who? Bernard Casey.
Bernard Casey, yeah.
He could have. It would be a well kind of utilised phrase, like, you know.
Yeah. The training for the main event.
Because
Yeah,
you have to write
gym,
your joke somewhere, you know, and
yeah.
comedy clubs are definitely the places to run them. But like selling solo shows is a totally different industry altogether.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
But one that I'm enjoying, and I think together we're actually doing a great job in it because you know, I think we're learning as we go along all the time.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's different. Like, it's like if you'd asked me 8 months ago, like, would you be putting your time into?
Would you be getting the horn for selling Connie shows?
Easy now. I wouldn't go that far, and I do not like that term. But
You don't like the term at all?
I don't think so.
I think
Do
it's
I?
a funny term. Jesus, I have a horn for that now.
I'd have that.
Garlic chip and cheese. Oh, jeez, I have the horn for that.
It's funny because I don't really like it, but then I love our pow pow, like.
Yeah, pow pow is like pow
the
pow
same
is.
idea.
It is the exact same thing. Yeah. Explain to the
audience.
to the podcast nation there what pow pow means.
Pow pow is, as it sounds, for a woman pow powing at something of interest and excitement, and then we would pow pow over stuff. But I don't think it's just our phrase.
I think pow pow is definitely our phrase.
No.
I've never heard anyone say pow pow, and it refers to kind of the Punani area, like.
Yeah. Well, ours is more. Then we go pow pow. Psh. So maybe the psh is probably. I think pow pow must maybe came from my girls or something, but maybe the psh that
The
is an added.
which is the sound of, like, just so the viewer or the listeners know, is this the sound of vaginal gushing. That's what it is.
what
It's
we're
pow pow.
thinking.
So-
And it's like, if we're fucking, you could be like, the kids ended up going to bed at 6:30 and 7 instead of 7. Pow pow. Psh.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, exactly. If you get a win and then like another win on top of it, like, that's a pow pow. Psh.
Yeah. Life is good. Pow pow. Psh.
I think we call this episode pow pow. Psh. I was going to call it the horn. Give me the horn, but no, I think pow pow is better. But yeah, so that's I don't know. That's it now. 40, turning 40.
That's probably our big. That's probably between Connie's illness.
Well, I'm just sick.
Harvey's birthday last week, and then
Your 40th.
my 40th, which is coming with, and so today is Tuesday evening, so you've got through Tuesday. I'm getting my present on Thursday because you're working away. You're away Thursday night, so you won't be there for Friday. I won't see you till Saturday. Birthday's Friday, so we're officially. You're really close, Connie, to actually giving me a present. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Which is a big thing because we're together 12 years,
Yeah.
and I think this could be the first birthday.
I think I got you something good as well. I hope it did. I think, well, what I will say is...
Are you nervous about giving it to me?
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm not. And do you know why I'm not? Because Alana, your best friend, knows about it and she thinks it's class. And Elaine, your other best friend, who's also your sister, thinks it's class. So if they both think it's class and you don't like it, then you're wrong.
To you.
No, do you think Elaine would lie to me?
That was in front of me. You never asked her separately, did you?
Yeah, but you think Alana would know you, like?
Yeah, but maybe I'll like it, but I'll be disappointed that it's not bigger.
It wouldn't be beyond you. It wouldn't be beyond you. I've got you stuff before and you've been disappointed. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
but so maybe I'll like it, but I'll be like, oh, is that it? Like,
Yeah.
still like it and go, oh yeah, that's nice,
yeah.
but
You might react like that, actually, now that I think about it. There's a good chance you'll react like that,
because
actually.
you've told me it's my joint birthday and Christmas, so
Well, that's just because it cost about fucking 255,000 euros.
255,000.
Yeah, just because it was expensive. I was like, look, I'll get you something as well for Christmas, but I'm like, just don't be expecting a fucking coffee machine as well on Christmas.
Well,
On a one-income house with no work over the Christmas.
I wouldn't be expecting a coffee machine.
And what I would say,
already got one.
Well, what I
That
would
would
say
be
now
really
as well
stupid.
at that particular time is, if you'd like to support the Patreon, lads, you can.
Oh, yeah. As you're enjoying this podcast, sitting in your wherever, enjoying us laughing as Connie coughs his brains out, pop on over there to the Patreon and you can hear more exciting and interesting stuff and how we are running into Christmas on one income and how has it made me depressed or am I still happy to be wiping holes? Not just Connie's, the kids as well. This
But
Christmas.
mostly mine.
Bing, bing, bing. Promotional video.
Pow, pow, psh.
Promotional moment. Video over.
Yeah.
I am loving myself with my mic / the glass of wine large.
You are loving it.
That's gone through my veins this moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening to this week's podcast. Sorry for being ill, but we got through it. And
You should really appreciate that he's here. We're lucky to have him.
You're lucky
Again,
to have me.
lucky to have him.
very lucky to have me. Pow, pow, push. Staying by the wall.